Okay, so for this problem, it's the limit as x approaches 3, x plus 1 to the 1/2 minus 2 over x minus 3. So if you plug in 3 into this problem, you'll see that you'll get 0 over 0, and so we have to do something different. So the first thing you have to realize for this problem is that when you raise something to the 1/2 power, it's the exact same as the square root. So once you figure that out, that it's the same thing as the square root, now it's just a square root problem. So the trick to square root problems are to multiply the top and the bottom by the square root, and then the inverse, meaning if this is minus, then it's plus here. And why we do that is if you multiply all of this out, the square root, all the square roots will cancel, and you will be left with x plus 1 minus 4. Because square root times the square root cancels, and therefore you'll just be left with x plus 1. And then negative 2 times plus 2 is just negative 4. So after you do all that, what you do is you simplify the top, x minus 3. Don't forget that since we multiply on the bottom, we have to bring it down with us. And then you keep going. So now it's x minus 3. Now we see that on the top and the bottom, we have the same thing. So it's x minus 3 and x minus 3 on the bottom and top. So now we can cancel. And this is important because people mess up here. You have to realize that there is always an invisible 1, because if you multiply this by 1, it'll just be the same. So just because you cancel this doesn't mean that you'll only have this left. You still have a 1 at the top. So you just cancel this, you have 1 remaining, and then square root of x plus 1 plus 2. So now since we cancel something, we can try substitution again, and so we plug in 3. So here we plug in 3, it's square root 3 plus 1, so that gives you 4. So square root of 4 is 2, so 1 over 2 plus 2 equals 1/4. And that's your answer, and I hope that helped, and thanks for watching.